will know pain. Inevitable. I will bathe this world in blood. Impressive, but futile. Inevitable. I know this. I will bathe this world in blood! Impressive, but futile. Be gone! no pain. I will bathe this world in blood. Impressive, but futile. Be gone.
When I'm ready, and not before.
I will bathe this world in blood! Impressive, but futile. Be gone!
Hi everyone. I love meteors.
You will know pain. I will bathe this world in blood. Impressive, but futile. Inevitable. You die. You know this.
Is the sound okay, or do you hear the sound of the game twice? Because for some reason OBS says that my microphone is sending the in-game voice, or in-game sound as well. Sorry if something is messed up, it's my first stream on YouTube. Oh, it's Union of Souls, didn't see that. someone know how I change the stream title in YouTube and description out of OBS? Can't find the setting.
You will know pain. I will bathe this world in blood.
Holy.
Impressive, but futile. Inevitable.
Yo! What is this AoE?
Be gone. You will know pain. Beckons.
Nice combi attack speed and AoE.
When I'm ready and not before. I need more mana.
Hi everyone, let me know if something is messed up with the sound or with the voice. First use YouTube stream, I have no clue how to set up OBS for YouTube.
You will know pain. Be gone. I will
Why
bathe this
didn't she
world
start
in
the
blood.
voice?
Impressive, but futile. Beckons beyond the door.
Ah, what mods did I roll here? What is this map? Oh, am I still in? How much AoE is that? 280. That's crazy.
You will know pain. I will bathe this world in blood. Impressive, but
What a crazy map. So quickly getting some new maps. There we go. Mark for Death is such a stupid mod. minus max will hurt. But whatever. Some of those mods are so bad. It's like an instant reroll. Don't know what they thought adding this mark for death. Less area of effect always feels so bad. Almost missed it. Union of Souls, whatever. Let's go for it.
Mana. I really should build a regex. How many exiles are in here? Really become tanky now. Oh, no. I should have went into the boss room to kill the boss with the headhunter buffs. I don't know if it works now without headhunter buffs against the buffed mods. When I'm ready, and not before.
minus max with Union of Souls wasn't the best choice. Oh, come on. You know, I almost got 300k out of that, so that's fine, but yeah, whatever. Okay, so nothing on here. Hi and welcome.
You will know pain. I will bathe this world in blood. Impressive, but futile. You will know pain. I will bathe this world in blood. Resist the assault. Impressive, but futile. Grasp your mortality tightly. When I'm ready, not. A mote of my might. Resist the assault.
You're welcome. Let me know if you have any questions regarding the build or budget ideas or other approaches. I really tested a lot. I mean, I tried now the Adorn setup because I never played with Adorn before. I don't say that it's the best setup, but how it ended up now, I really like it. Ah, those water bubbles. So such unavoidable death. Didn't find out yet what monster type or which mod creates those stupid bubbles. Is that a mob type? Do you know that? That's so annoying. They slow you so hard. Or is it from Maven? No. Didn't find out yet when they are actually on the map and when not. Oh, come on. What are those? Yeah, honestly, Headhunter is so strong for T17 maps. I don't like the situation that due to those ground effect mods or meteors, etc., you're somewhat forced to rush through and loot afterwards when all the stupid effects are gone. And honestly, I hate backtracking. But honestly, if I do it like that, just rush through, kill everything, I don't have any problems with those stupid water bubbles. It's not the best gameplay in my opinion. What build are you currently playing then?
You will know pain. I will bathe this world in blood. Murder or strangle. Take this vitality. Impressive, but few. futile. Be healed and fight on.
So you play it then as Inquisitor, or I think Ascendant is as well the setup for Reaper. And how you like it for clear? I know it's an amazing single target, but Reaper always feels kind of weird for clear, as long as you don't have bigger explosions. Yeah, but I mean, there are so less builds that are fine for every single map mod, so I need to be careful as well with rolling the maps. But honestly, it's fine. I mean, if you set up a proper regex or watch out for certain monster types and then just put an Ember on them, honestly, T17 maps are suddenly so much smoother and easier. At the beginning, I remember I just tried to play them like Alk and Go, and it was a nightmare, to be honest. So many messed up mods in there. So you farm them back to basics as well, or what kind of T17 setup do you play? Yeah, but honestly the goal shouldn't be to have a build that handles every T17 mod. I think it's better if you need to roll over 3 and 4 because they cancel your build, but all other maps you do like twice as fast as a build that can handle everything. I mean, Union of Souls, to be honest, isn't the problem. I think Mark for Death is the rip mod and deal damage 4 out of 10 seconds. I mean, it's such a stupid mod. You're sitting there for 6 seconds and can't do any damage. I mean, it's almost guaranteed death for most of the builds. It's just such a weird design. Oh, more scarabs in quantity. That will be a fun one. Yeah, I ran the typical barrels and go strategy on Fortress for quite a long time as well. Then I did some boss rushing for just the Uber boss fragments on Abomination, because for quite some time Abomination was like 35 to 40 chaos, no one wanted to run it. And you drop there the Maven fragments, sometimes 2 in a run, having 4.4 diff per run. But honestly, now I'm really looking for a high scarab chance, and then if I hit on the mob type, the mod quantity, just put the scarab ember on it. Honestly, it's quite comfy and as well as kind of rewarding mapping. I even tried, and the funny thing is that it worked. the new Legion Jewel, where you can kill everything multiple times. I tested it in T17 because, I mean honestly, the T17 strategies you find on YouTube are almost exclusively back to basics or cluster jewel farm. So at least 95%. So I thought, what about taking the typical T16 strategies and test them in T17s? That's why I went for Legion. It worked quite well, but it feels like that the loot from the chests is not really multiplied with the map mod, the T17. So honestly, it felt exactly like a T16 map, and for that it's just not worth it, because I mean Sanctuary has the best layout for Legion, but even here it's not the optimal one. Come on, yeah. I mean, all others are even more like tunnel setups, which is awful for Legion. Yeah. I would love if they could just get rid completely of MF, because honestly right now there are certain scarabs. So I mean, I would never run a map with Creation Scarab, for example, because I don't have MF in my gear. So no matter if I could run the map, it's just waste of currency if I would do it. And I really don't like the situation that certain scarabs are just stupid to run if you're not hardcore MFing.
Inevitable. I will bathe this world in blood. Impressive, but futile.
I tried different setups. So what I looked into is Scarp of the Ethereal, the Cortex chest, which provides already 400 ES and grants you Divinity, which is 50% more elemental damage, but you need to switch to Caspiro Jewel for ignoring the attribute requirements. So it, yeah, messes quite a lot with the setup, but the gain you have from that is not really. 1 second, all 5. Quickly do that, I don't mess it up. Not multitasking. Wow, I got so many of those. 1 second, I'll go in it after the trade, into my thoughts. Okay, yeah, so so much requests, yeah. Yeah, so the problem is, I mean, haste and discipline cost you, how much is it? 800? Sorry, malevolence, yeah, 800. So the problem is, if you get rid of the chest, you end up with 900. So the issue is the mana cost of ethereal knives in general. So you have mana costs of 100 man. So there is no mana leech really possible, because for spells Mana Leech is not there. So you would need to end up somehow with 100 mana per second regen if you don't go for Eldritch Battery. And to be honest, I mean, if I just turn off my auras, let me quickly go into a different town. So if I attack, I mean, now I have Eldritch Battery. But honestly, you see,
I need more mana.
when I'm out, how long it takes until I can do the next cast. And honestly, I have no clue how to handle a mana cost of 100. Yeah, I mean, life tap is somewhat stupid with that mana cost, because you have like over 200 life costs per hit then. So I would say, to be honest, that it's somewhat mandatory. Oopsie, that was an old one. Yeah, the other approach is the chest MB Extreme used. It was, how is it called, Incandescent Heart. It grants you non-chaos as extra chaos, so it somewhat could replace Gloomfang. But the thing is with Gloomfang that it's such an optimal amulet. The thing is you need the projectile speed, because you see so many people in Pure Ninja without any projectile speed. And I mean, if you look at it, let me unequip it. You see the range of the ethereal knives. So that means if there are the people playing with the Physis Extra Chaos Quiver, so having no projectile speed implicit, and then if you would replace Gloomfang, the range is just awful. So let's assume if you would just replace Gloomfang, that you would use Incandescent Heart for elemental damage as extra chaos, and just use a projectile speed quiver. You see the range is somewhat to here. But yeah, I really prefer the quality of life of having the projectile speed to almost hit the full screen with the ethereal knives, because this is giving you as well then this kind of clear, else you need to run closer to every pack. So it's not bad, but yeah, I mean, it's a clear speed build, so I don't want to sacrifice the quality of life of clearing, to be honest. Yeah, but in general, regarding damage, nothing comes close to that setup here. So so what you could do as well, so I can go a bit into the thought process of the Dawn setup that I went. Normally you have heavy strength and int issues with that build. So normally you want the perfect rolled headhunter in some regards. And normally the build would end up here, because you would have medium cluster jewel setups here and here at the top. And normally, as of this int node, all that here is not skilled. But due to those enhancement of the trees, which I took, that I have more adorned jewel slots, I'm skilling here now additional strength nodes and here additional dex nodes. So I'm not that much into that dex pressure. So what you could do as well, instead of putting spell suppress here, I think there's a tattoo for 6% projectile speed as well. So you could get projectile speed on the dex nodes as well. But honestly, from a general yeah, damage perspective and defense perspective, I think it's hard to beat Skin of the Lords. I mean, if you go the old route of non-adorned, you would definitely go then for full spell suppression. I'm currently at 52. So I had for a long time a life search on a Blizzard Crown with a suffix of spell suppression with additional 13% then. So I would end up with 65 then. And my thought process then was to get rid of the whole left part here. So I would need to replace some suffixes on my jewels then to have more strength in here. So it's at the moment quite a lot of resistance as well. So if I would cut off here the whole left side, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 points. So meaning this whole block, I lose 3 jewel sockets. But with those 13 points, I can go here 1, 2, 3, 4, have a jewel socket, 5, 6, 7, 8, have then spell suppression capped with the helmet, and then 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I would end up here missing 1 skill point, so I would remove the plus 50 life and can grab that jewel socket. So what I would end up there is sacrificing 3 jewel socket, cutting off this whole part, but gaining then full spell suppression and 2 jewel socket back and quite a lot of dexterity. Why I could remove then the dex on the helmet and replace it with spell suppression. So that means I get that skill point back as well. Yeah, to be honest, if you're not playing an Adorned, Megalomaniac is amazing. The Balance of Terror is amazing with the 40% versus random element. There are quite a lot of very good jewels. So if you are not in the budget of buying, say, 135, 140 plus, I don't know exactly where the breakpoint is. I think it's 143. Then I would definitely go for the typical setup of dual large cluster with medium cluster, maybe Megalomaniac, Balance of Terror. It outperforms a low budget Adorned setups. But in the end setup, I think Adorned is just too strong damage wise. Yeah, I really hope that Adorned, I mean, it's a cool setup in that regards, but I don't like that every min-maxed build relies somewhat on Adorned, beside the MF chars. And I mean, with the new East where you can Hinekora lock magic items, it's as well just too easy to craft endgame magic jewels. I mean, the jewels that I have there, so I have mainly life and physical dot multi, fire dot multi, so I crafted them all by myself. So just Hinekora lock and then ball until you hit something useful. So you can't even lose money on that. So if I really wouldn't know what kind of mapping strategy to do, I would just craft Adorned jewels. Especially if you're not looking for one specific setup, you hit so much. Yeah, I mean not everyone, but so many. Look at all those attribute stackers in Stacker, Hierophants with Spark and Archmage, all the Hexblast miners, all the Poison Spark finders, I mean all the RF builds. Honestly, beside the the Fizzbow chars, there are just way too many builds that min-max via Adorned.
Impressive, but futile.
I mean, the general idea is quite cool if you min-max it with the corruption implicits that you can do yourself, poison immune, bleed immune. So I have of both. Ah, he has no reach, no?
Inevitable.
Why is it so awful? Ah, 200% reduced non-curse. Yeah, so what I went for is 2 times poison duration and 2 times somewhere bleed duration. And with that you are, I mean, I have 107% bleeding, reduced bleeding duration, and I think 96 poison duration, so you have already, let's say, yeah, I know 3 implicit is best in slot, but honestly, that's over my budget.
When I'm ready and not before.
It's nice if you have a build that relies on auras to play a map with completely reduced aura. 6 portal gaming. Yeah, true, but if you have 300% move speed, do you really need it? I mean, especially the T17 maps are... Oh, minus 63 max res. 12 max res. And this another thing, I mean, since how many leagues is now Fistbowl the absolute way to go for MF, and now they even added T17 maps where you don't even need shield charge, leap slam, etc. So meaning beside a sanctuary where you have those 2 levels, I mean honestly Citadel you won't play anyways because the layout is awful, but all the others you don't even need any sort of jump or whatsoever, so it's just move speed and kill, so not even a downside for a potion. What is that cast speed of those volatiles? They just instantly explode. We'll need to run into them with full speed to not be killed. Just rush to the boss, get the fragments and out of here.
Be gone! You will know pain! I will bathe this world in blood!
This attack speed. And now with 13 all max res.
When I'm ready and not before.
Okay, 1 portal for the boss left.
Impressive, but futile.
I guess it will be the typical situation. Boss dies while you're dead.
Inevitable.
Yo. probably should spend more time on rolling maps. Always too lazy, to be honest. Yeah, honestly, the situation is that you have to accept that you can't run a lot of mods. If you try to run a lot of mods, you won't have a good time. So I think you need to factor in that you spend like 20 chaos per map or so.
I need more mana.
What did I do? I didn't see less defenses. Yeah, GG. No mana. Next. This is what I mean with complete counter. After that one I can show, if you want, a map of this Legion jewel where you respawn the monsters the whole time in T17. What the loot looks like, because honestly I feel it being underwhelming.
You will know pain. Inevitable. I will bathe this world in blood. Impressive, but futile. Be gone. Inevitable. You will know pain.
Yeah, and especially if you dive into higher budget builds, it feels just awkward to spend like 2 mirrors on a build and then run T17. And you know you could spend the same on a build having 50 plus quantity and almost the same clear speed. It's just, yeah, I don't like it. Especially with the mods being so long, I overread so often the mod with avoid ailments, which is just an instant rip of the map. Yeah, really should build up on the regex. Just want one map to showcase the Legion setup. which is not completely awful. Ah, this one looks good. I mean, less recovery. Should work, hopefully. We'll see. I think that's the setup. Check. Yeah. So, Legion. Ah, no, surprise sucks. 607. Oh no, not this time. That's too much clicking. Ah, this one is nice. Yeah, I think Abomination is still... Yeah, it's now Infinite Legion.
All suffering in this world stems
I
from
think
your
I will turn off the mirror for Legion. Be a bit crazy, but... Just quickly getting the Nico boss. Okay, whatever, 2 should be fine. And let's go for it. And those are super tanky when they spawn. So I don't know, killed them like 15-20 times plus. But honestly, this is the typical T16 loot. It's nothing special, to be honest, and every Legion looks like that. And I'm not sure how many builds can handle Infinite Legion in T17s, but you don't need it, because it's just bad. So it's as well a Legion Atlas, in case you wondered. So it's not any random Atlas. Okay, this one was better, even though I have no clue what I dropped. Oh, they are so tanky, holy. Holy shit. Ah, Soli Dole. Okay, but I heard a ting. I don't know what the ting was, but... let's see if we rip now all portals to that one rare monster. Because this is really the issue, if you have in those map mods such a super buffed rare monster in. It's crazy. Let's see.
When I'm ready and not before.
I think it was here. Oh! Actually, I dropped a T0. Okay. What the fuck? Maybe T17 Legion, the way to go. I mean, that's kinda rare without MF to drop T0. Oh, those will be tanky. All on the same spot, diagonal and over. Oh, that will be nasty. Let me do the last Legion quickly, then I can do a quick check. What's dropped? It feels like that the loot from the monsters is buffed based on the map mods, but the chests are just bad. So they are just dropping the regular 3-4 splinters. Have a nice one. Good night.
I will bathe this world in blood! Impressive, but futile.
Classic.